2025, AI becomes a cultural co-creator. Human plus AI collaboration reshapes storytelling and creativity. AI-generated content surges. A teenager in Lagos creates a viral film, complete with AI-generated actors, scenes, dialogue, and soundtracks. AI doesn't just replicate human creativity, it amplifies it. Emerging platforms like Runway and Sora allow creators to storyboard, animate, and publish stories in hours, not months. Artistic capital is liberated. Creativity is no longer reserved for studios. It belongs to anyone with vision and voice. Hyper niche cultural commentary. A surreal meme about time anxiety goes viral in Tokyo, sparking a minimalist fashion line and a digital retreat trend. Culture now spreads via emotional resonance, not just aesthetics. TikTok becomes the nervous system of global micro movements. Hyper personal becomes hyper powerful. Culture is no longer top down, it pulses from the crowd. AI localization for global platforms. A Kenyan podcast is instantly translated into Mandarin, keeping tone, slang, and rhythm intact. AI uses emotional tonality analysis to make localization feel native, not just sound native. Cross-cultural empathy accelerates. Humanity's stories move at light speed without losing their soul. 2026, participatory media becomes the norm. Audiences co-create the stories they once consumed. Interactive storytelling rises. You decide if the villain redeems herself or vanishes, instantly changing the plot, soundtrack, and even the ending. Adaptive storytelling engines use biometric data like pupil dilation and micro-expressions to just plot tension in real time. Audiences don't just influence, they merge with the narrative. Media becomes a reflection of self. Fan-led franchises form. A community revives an indie RPG game through a DAO, with shared profits and rotating community-led storylines. Blockchain ensures creator royalties and fan ownership. IP becomes liquid, living, and shareable. Ownership decentralizes. Creativity becomes communal capital. AI personalized musicians and films. You describe a dream. Your AI composes a soundtrack to it, layered with memories and emotions. Generative models integrate mood tracking wearables to create media that knows you emotionally. The boundary between creator and consumer dissolves. Media becomes memory. 2027, culture moves beyond screens into spatial experience. Stories become spaces. Entertainment becomes environment. Spatial storytelling expands. Your meditation room becomes a shifting desert landscape, mirroring your inner stillness. Mixed reality walls, scent diffusion tech, and ambient holograms turn homes into story sanctuaries. Media is no longer something you watch, it's something you enter. Location-based media activates cities. You visit a jazz club from the 1950s, recreated through AR layers over a present-day cafe. Time becomes a spatial overlay. Augmented reality transforms streets into timelines. Cities become living museums. Place becomes portal. Digital twins of cultural icons. You debate love with a responsive AI Rumi or paint with Da Vinci-style infused guidance. Ethically trained cultural AIs can improvise, question, and evolve, making the past interactive and dynamic. Wisdom becomes conversational. Ancestry becomes accessible. 2028. Culture reflects consciousness and planetary stewardship. Storytelling becomes soul-telling. Rise of conscious content. A breakout anime follows climate empaths who use vibration healing to revive coral reefs. Platforms reward impact metrics. Storylines that enhance viewer well-being, climate literacy, or empathy. Binging becomes nourishing. Media uplifts, not numbs. Neuroaesthetic media experiences. You watch a short film. As your heart rate slows, visuals soften and music becomes theta-inducing. Media integrates neurofeedback to synchronize with brainwaves and emotional states. Entertainment heals. Culture becomes a coherence practice. Decentralized cultural reclamation. An Intuit collective releases a holographic myth cycle in native Inuktitut, funded by Cultural Coin. Decentralized publishing networks bypass mainstream gatekeeping and revive endangered cultural ecosystems. Marginalized voices rise in sovereignty. Culture becomes reclamation. 2029. Memory, myth, and immersive archives redefine storytelling. Culture becomes identity technology. Immersive cultural archives launch. You explore your lineage in a fully sensory temple of memory, walking through events from your ancestors' lives. Mixed reality plus epigenetic storytelling equals heritage holograms tied to your DNA and oral history. Time folds. Memory becomes alive. Identity becomes immersive. AI curated life stories. You give a speech at your child's birthday. Your AI adds it to their life chronicle, complete with sound, smell, and emotional tone. Generative memory companions organize life as a multi-sensory archive, not just data. Memory is no longer linear. Legacy becomes a felt, navigable realm. Ancestral AI companions. Your AI channels teachings from your great-grandfather, combining old journals with voice simulation and cultural analysis. These companions act as moral anchors, blending personal heritage with universal values. The future consults the past. Guidance becomes encoded in lineage. 2030. Culture becomes shared evolutionary field. Media becomes a mirror of global awakening. Global synchronization ritual. rituals. On solstice, 1 billion people join in on a 3-minute heart coherence meditation, guided by AI-generated visuals linked to Earth's magnetic field. Media becomes a nervous system regulator. Bioresonance platforms track collective coherence and stress levels. We harmonize. Culture becomes planetary acupuncture. AI-enhanced myth-making. Communities co-create new legends, techno-mermaids, sunseed warriors, or AI Buddha archetypes. Generative myth engines fuse ancient symbology with futuristic dilemmas like quantum ethics or interspecies diplomacy. We tell stories to shape timelines. Culture becomes evolutionary software. Culture as consciousness infrastructure. Children's show now include meditative sequences, eco-empathy challenges, and quantum thinking games. Every story encodes wisdom. Entertainment becomes the training ground for planetary citizens. Play becomes pedagogy. Culture becomes curriculum. And storytelling becomes our sacred architecture of awakening.